Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Emilia Farhana binti Abdul Qadir. Today I will discuss about my poster. Firstly, what is ion fertilization? Ion fertilization is a method for stimulating oceanic carbon sequestration using a biological pump in high nutrient and low chlorophyll region. And how did Martin find this? Analysis of trapped air bubble in Arctic-Antarctic ice core have revealed the atmospheric carbon dioxide in last glacier maximum seen 20,000 years ago. A lot hypothesis has been proposed why lowered atmosphere carbon dioxide occur. Since the start of Industrial Revolution, human activity caused a rapid increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide concentration, which led to an impact on global warming. How did they know about the atmospheric gas composition in ancient time? Firstly, a reduction of atmospheric carbon dioxide by the enhancement of biological carbon dioxide uptake to the direct capture or storage of atmospheric carbon dioxide through chemical engineering process. Second, a control of solar radiation by artificial aerosol injection into the atmosphere to augment cloud formation and cloud brightening to elevate albedo. These AOIF field experiments have demonstrated that primary production PP can be significantly enhanced by the artificial addition of iron. So what is objective from the ocean ion fertilization is to increase phytoplankton growth and productivity by relieving iron limitation on phytoplankton. Where did OIF occur? OIF occur at subtropical North Atlantic, subtropical North Pacific, and Southern Ocean. This area plays an important role in intermediate and deep water formation, also known as a high nutrient low chlorophyll region, and suits for phytoplankton growth and iron fertilization. So how many OIF experiments have been conducted? A total of 19 experiments have been conducted in subtropical North Atlantic, subarctic North Pacific, and also Southern Ocean. 13th experiment is from AOIF known as artificial ocean iron fertilization, and 6 of them is from NOIF, natural ocean iron fertilization. So a timeline from the OIF experiment is, as you can see, from 1992, Polar Frontier had been conducted. In 1923, Iron Experiment 1 and Palm X had been conducted. 1995, Iron Experiment 2, while 19 and 98, Sawyer. Next, on 2000, Isaac X had been conducted. 2001, 6-1. 2002 had 3 experiments, SOFX N, SOFX S, and series. 2004, IFX, SARCH, SID2, and VP. While 2005, COSEX, KIOPS had been conducted. 2009, LHAPEX and Dina Life had been conducted, and last 2011, KIOPS 2 had been conducted. So are all these experiments achieve its main aim and is considered a success to remove carbon from the atmosphere and increase carbon sequestration? As you can see from the poster, the list of unsuccessful experiments that we observed was Iron X1, Iron X2, Sawyer, and also ICEN X. However, we can identify that SOFX N is one of the successful experiments and achieved its main, as it shows an increase in diatom biomass. A large export flux event was observed during the experiment. So most of the unsuccessful experiment of OIF may caused by a several limitation occur during the experiment, such as a subduction of fertilization path, single ion addition, lack of micro or macronutrient limitation, insufficient experimental period to observe the full phase of the experiment, and also light limitation by storm. As you can see, the right box is a list of limitations occur during experiment by each experiment. So next is iron and climate change relationship. So based on the article, how could high iron and reduced carbon in the atmosphere relate each other. So based on the finding, we could relate that high iron fertilization will increase the productivity of phytoplankton in the ocean. Phytoplankton could have absorbed a high level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, so more carbon could be reduced and removed from the ocean surface and carried to the deep sea. However, we cannot overuse of iron fertilization as it can trigger overgrowth of phytoplankton and cause a lot of phytoplankton bloom. Phytoplankton bloom could give harm to the environment. So what should be considered to ensure the future experiment to achieve its main goal? Firstly, the first consideration for a successful OIF is the location. OIF experiment should be designed in region with high silicate concentration and low grazing pressure. So the second consideration of successful OIF is timing. At Southern Ocean, phytoplankton bloom usually occur during early summertime, and it was proven true that early summertime is appropriate timing to conduct OIF. Third is duration. It suggests that the experiment should be minimum more than 40 days. The short of experiment duration may not be sufficient for detecting the full phase of the experiment. Fourth, strategy of adding and maintaining dissolved iron to produce a sufficient amount of phytoplankton bloom. Next, the fifth consideration is the effective tracing of fertilization path, including the detection of carbon sequestration. Last but not least, the sixth consideration to aim the successful of OIF experiment is monitoring of possible side effects such as decline of oxygen content and the production of climate relevant gas and toxic DA using optical sensor equipment during the experiment. And that's all from me. Thank you.